This is Max Headspace 9mm, and today I got a couple of buddies with me here on the couch enjoying the guns. They're a pretty tough crowd, so we'll see what they think about this. Maybe they'll disagree, maybe they'll have some input, I don't know. So what I got here is 2 AK pistols, and if you've been thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend it. Everybody in America needs an AK pistol. It's a really good time for getting them because they're more useful than they've ever been before. And if you're thinking about it, don't let the internet dissuade you, because if you go to any of the chat rooms, they say stuff like they're silly, they don't make sense, they don't do anything. But that's because they're comparing them with a full AK rifle. They're not as accurate as an AK rifle, but they're much smaller. And they're much more accurate and much more powerful than a regular handgun. So if you're thinking about maybe putting it behind the seat of your truck or putting it in a backpack, you know, for hiking, you know, in case you come across any grizzly bears or anything like that. The cool thing about these is if you are hiking, you'll kind of hope you come across a grizzly bear, because you know there's no way he's going to be able to eat you with one of these around. If you just point it at him, it's so scary looking, he'll probably run away. And if he doesn't, all you do is shoot the ground right in front of him, and the flash and the noise, he'll turn around and run for sure. I'm almost positive. And if he doesn't, then you got a full magazine of rounds that'll take him out. Anyway, so here let's look at the features and the virtues of these 2 different models. If you're thinking about either a PAP M92 or a Polish Hell Pup, that's what we got here today. We'll see if I can help you make up your mind. So this is the M92. You can pick one of these up for about $500 right now. They're an awesome value. They have a lot of features you're not going to see on any other AK pistol. They have wood furniture, which is actually really good because it takes a long time for this to heat up hot enough that you can't hold it. I would recommend you don't put finish on this. Keep it in the raw like it is so that you can grip it better. If you put some kind of a finish and make this really pretty, what's going to happen is it's going to get slippery and sticky when it gets hot. And it might look pretty, but it won't work as well. This gun has the internals, I think, are made out of stainless, because they don't seem to get dull. They don't seem to get rusty, no matter what. They're always bright. They don't have any kind of a protective finish on that I can see. So that might be a really good feature. Look for one that has a notch safety, because that's really handy. You can basically put it like this, load your magazine in there. Oh, we lost a viewer already. And then when you go backpacking, or maybe you put this in a holster and you go walking with this, like maybe downtown at your local, you know, if you're in a gun-friendly state, you go walking downtown with this in your holster. No one is going to mess with you with this. They will walk to the other side of the street if they see you coming with this. And if you need to use it for some reason, like maybe you're in Alaska and you see a polar bear or a grizzly bear or something like that, all you got to do is that, and it's ready to go. Fire it. That's pretty quick. That's really nice. I like that a lot. So I always try to do that. You can do this yourself. You can grind this easily. So one of the things I really like about this is it's got this hinged dust cover. That is one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen in my life. I'm kind of freaking out this cat, but she's really being nice. Means that you can clean this and service it really, really well. This has a really good trigger in it. It's not a Tapco trigger, but it's exactly like a Tapco trigger, and I like it a lot. Breaks down the same way for field stripping. The bolt's a little shorter than a normal AK, you can see. but that's because it's a really short barrel. And it's just that simple to take apart. That's why I like AKs. They're really, really easy to work on. So that's this one. I would say it has a protector for the threads. I don't have a muzzle device on this, but if I cut this little weld right here, I can screw a muzzle device on there. But I don't like a muzzle device on this because I like the flash. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Now this other one here, this Polish Hell Pup, is my favorite scary gun. It's a lot scarier than the other one because it's all black, and it's got this thing right here. This is a great flash hider. It works really, really well. And the cool thing about this gun is if you're a scuba diver and you want to be safe in the ocean, I highly recommend this, because I suspect that if you go scuba diving and you use these prongs to catch a fish, that will work really well. And if you're not satisfied just with the fish, you could basically swim around with the fish on the end of these prongs right here until you see a shark. And when the shark comes up to eat the fish, bam! And you got a shark. So if you like shark hunting in the ocean, I think this would work. Now, this gun has basically a similar takedown, except it's not a hinge top cover. But the internals are actually kind of cool. I like them a lot because they're black and scary. The other gun's internals are much friendlier looking, but this gun is scary inside and out, and I really like that about it. And the machining is really, really nice on these internals. I think that it's smoother and better than the M92. So they both break down pretty easily for cleaning. I don't like the foregrip on this as much. It's smoother and it's made out of plastic. It's not going to melt very likely, but it is harder to grip and it heats up a lot quicker. I think I'm going to change it out for like a quad rail, because then I can really grip it good, and it'll look a lot scarier too with a quad rail on it. And I think it might be helpful in the kitchen because quad rail is good for grating cheese. I think my wife would possibly use this gun in the kitchen if I had that feature. So I think that if I want to go downtown wearing one of these guns in a holster on my hip, I'll have to decide between the friendlier, more innocent looking one and the scary one. It just depends on the mood and what part of town I'm in, I think. But basically, between these two guns, they cost about the same. They're relatively similar in the way they shoot. And it's really kind of down to personal preference, I think. But, the best thing of all is if you can't decide between which one you want, the scary one or the friendly one, if maybe you like some things about this, you like the big flash and the friendly hand grip, or maybe on this one you like being able to go deep sea fishing with this and you like the prongs and how scary it is. Maybe it's, you want a gun for every mood. Get them both. And then you can dual wield. That's another advantage. Bam, 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 bam. Which is really, really cool. So get them both if you can. It's about the price of a single AR, and you got way more firepower with these. The 7.62 by 3.9 round is really cheap. So I hope this helps you make a decision. Good luck.